Okay, guys, I hope we're all keeping well. This is a bit of work. I'm just setting up for Monday's lesson. Um, so, yeah, please listen up for what I'm asking you guys to do. So, if you can remember last week's lessons, what I was set you guys was to um, look on the videos over here, or equally you can see them in my YouTube channel up here, and we were specifically just doing a bit of a recap on these ones: organizational structures, organizational departments, and then specifically what we're sort of looking at next is, bear with me a second, it's a little bit fiddly, this box. This one down here. We were looking at methods of growth. This basically is a big part of the external, about how business organizes their internal features. And this is definitely part of it, how businesses choose to grow. Now, this is very pertinent and relevant because most businesses would look to have growth in some way, shape, or form as a form of objective. It might not be to make a huge amount of profit or a huge amount of revenue, but growth very often comes hand in hand with that sense of survival and that sense of existing and being a going concern. So growth, it might be done quickly, it might be done slowly, but it's done in lots of different ways. And also, growth is a way of establishing your existence. Growth is a way of minimizing the threat to your survival. So growth is always quite a significant thing. So the reason why we're looking at this is, as I say, because it's a very much a focused point of lots of organisations. And so what I would like us to do for today's spell, and sort of going on for this week, is if you haven't already done it, please go back and review the whole idea of organisation structures, the way that organisations manage themselves in terms of departments, and please have a look at these methods of growth. Um, Now, added to that, what I would also like you to do, and I'll put this video up in the on the Teams link as well, but I will direct you also to have a little look at this video here that specifically looks at the technique of integration, so horizontal and vertical, and these bits can be a little bit more tricky. Okay, so have a little look at that video as well, which will complement what we've just been looking at. And as I mentioned, I'll put the link in the notes on the Teams page. So going back to here, yeah. So what I'd also like us to do in terms of looking at those videos, please make a few notes. Just keep it ticking over, all this sort of new learning we're doing. And just to set you guys a bit of a task, and I must stress this is an optional choice. I'm not going to say you must do this. But what I would like, if you can do it, is to give me some sort of write-up of an investigation or an inquiry you've done of an organisation that you're familiar with, and literally just tell me the organisation and its history more than anything, how it has become the organisation that it is today. So, for example, if it's Hell's Pizza, how do they go from being an idea to growing, and that's the key bit, growing into Hell's Pizza? Did they do a journey of, did they do some takeovers? Have they just literally built up their client base and built up their revenue to develop themselves into the organisation that they are today? So they've done it organically. Or have they merged with other organisations? Have they done a vertical integration? Have they done some form of horizontal integration? So yeah, just a little bit of a report on an organisation that you might be familiar with. I would say nothing more than, say, 700 words. So 500 words is roughly about a page, or probably about, yeah, a page of sort of single space. Yeah, and I must stress, I'm not saying that we have to do this one, but it would be a good idea for you to just keep your writing up, because we're going to be doing exam questions. And yeah, so if you can write a report on that type of thing, that would be really great. In terms of actually handing it in, please just email it to me. I'm not going to set up a Moodle Dropbox. It's quite, as I say, it's quite an informal thing. But please feel free to email me anything that you produced. And I'll say by the 27th, so by next Monday, please hand that in to me, and I'll be happy to have a look at it and give you some feedback, and sort of gives me a bit of a gauging of your understanding of this as well, guys. Okay, so for today's lesson and going forward into the week, we're going to start by a bit of, once again, please go back and revisit those videos. Organizational structure, business departments, go back and looking at methods of growth. And then also as well, if we can go back and look at, we'll have a look at this video as well. And then, yeah, from your investigation, an organization that you are familiar with, that and how that has grown. Okay, guys, that'll be for Monday. I will also give you some further stuff to think about for Tuesday as well. Okay, hope we're all keeping well, and I hope to speak to you guys soon.